Hello everyone and welcome back to biology. It is a brand new semester, so I really hope that you guys are looking forward to it. Today we are going to get started on our very next lesson, which is on ferns and mosses. Okay? So please get ready to take down some notes. We are going to be starting off by learning what a moss is. A moss is a type of plant that reproduces by spores. Pause. What are spores? Now, rewind way back to when we learned about cells. Okay? This is like in the beginning of last semester. I always mentioned that there are many different types of cells. Now, spores are actually a special kind of cell that are only reproduced by both ferns and mosses. And mosses, in this case, reproduce themselves by using spores, which is a cell that they create on their own. Okay? Continue. So, type of plant that reproduces by spores and does not, underline, not have a vascular system or roots. Okay, vascular system might sound familiar to some of you. Vascular system is actually something that all living things have. Actually, not all of them, but it's something that you find even in humans and animals. Our vascular system is our heart, our veins, our arteries, how our body pumps blood all throughout it. That is our vascular system. What? Plants had vascular systems? Who would have thought? Of course they do. Now, mosses are actually a plant that do not have a vascular system. Therefore, they do not have roots. Now, what are roots? Now, I know I've said now like 50 times already, but bear with me. I'm trying to stop saying it already. I know. Continuing. Roots are, if you have ever ripped out maybe some grass from the ground, and you see like sometimes they're white, sometimes they're dark, little like extensions to it. Or have you ever asked yourself why very, very tall trees don't like fall over? That's because they are rooted into the ground, so they have roots. It's like an extension of themselves that go down into the dirt, and instead of growing up, they grow down. Okay? So, mosses are actually plants that do not have roots either. Roots are a big part in the vascular system of plant life. Just so you know. Now, you learn what mosses are. Let's go into what ferns are. Now, what are ferns? Ferns are a type of plant that reproduce by spores. Pause again. I mentioned this previously. Spores. Spores are the kind of special cell that are reproduced by ferns and mosses. Okay? And they use these to reproduce themselves. Okay? And now, ferns have a vascular system, true roots and true leaves. Now, fern has both roots and leaves, which means that ferns grow a lot larger than mosses. Mosses are actually found like in areas, wooded, dark areas that are wet or constantly being wet. And they don't grow tall at all. They actually spread over an area. Not so much that they grow up. They don't have leaves. They don't have roots. Ferns do. Okay? Now that we know that information, I want you guys to go ahead and let's go to your assignment. Very well, you guys. For your assignment today, I want you guys to complete a Venn diagram, which is going to look like this. One circle is going to be for ferns, the other circle is going to be for mosses. Now, using the information that we learned today in class, I want you guys to put in information in this Venn diagram. Now, in the circle that pertains to ferns, I want you to list things that are certain characteristics that only ferns have. And I want that they do or do not have, okay? That's a better way to say it. And same thing for mosses. I want you guys to fill in facts of things that mosses do or do not have. Now, if there's something that both ferns and mosses have or do not have, like something in common, you put it in the middle where the both circles overlap, okay? Now, that is your assignment for today. It has to be at least 5 facts. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate and ask. I will be more than happy to help you. And I hope you all have a very wonderful rest of your day. And I hope to be hearing back from everyone very, very soon. Goodbye.